is more commonly used term in the community to replace the term gay. It stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and the letter Q stands for queer, or those people who are questioning their sexual identity. But the saddest part, people discriminate them in different ways. First, discrimination in the workplace. 30% of LGBT people in the Philippines reported being harassed, bullied, or discriminated against by others while at work because of their expression and sex characteristics. Second, discrimination in school. People or students bully them simply because they are LGBTQ, and men dress like a girl, and girl dress up like a man. Third is discrimination in the family. There are parents, especially fathers, won't accept an LGBTQ in their family because they think they are useless and feel like degraded. Discrimination in public places. Last August 13, 2019, a trans woman, Gretchen Custodio Diaz, was barred by a janitress from using her preferred restroom in Cubao Mall. Lastly, discrimination in church. Churches discriminate them because they believe that God only created two genders, a male and a female. They felt people are not treating them equally, treating them like an animal. So they stand together as one to let the people know that it's wrong and unfair. And being a lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender is not a sin. That's why they came up with the decision to impose Sogie Bill, led by Bataan 1st District Representative Geraldine Roman, a transgender. Sogie Bill means Sexually Oriented and Gender Identity Expression Equality Bill, also known as the Anti-Discrimination Bill, is a proposed legislation of the Congress of the Philippines. According to research, if this bill will pass and become a law, the LGBTQ can gain so much. Just like same-sex relationship or marriage, they can dress up whatever they want. Christian school must not reject an LGBTQ teachers, especially when they are licensed, because if that happened, they will file a case. They enjoy the essence of equality, and if anyone violates the law, there will be a mercy of 100 to 500,000 pesos or 1 to 6 years of imprisonment or both. Aside from the advantages, there is always a disadvantages behind this bill that they wanted to become a law. It would step on the others' rights like the academic freedom. School cannot disallow cross-dressing. What they want or feel to wear in the school as an LGBTQ should be followed. Religious freedom. Teachers and priests are not allowed to teach in public places or schools that homosexuality, same-sex relationship, or marriage is wrong and a sin in the eyes of God. Women's rights. Gay can use the restroom of the girls and they must adjust and not complain. The question is it just equality and respect that they really want? Is Sogie Bill is the only solution to stop discrimination and to be respected by others? So, we conducted an interview to some LGBTQ members to get their perception about discrimination and Sogie Bill.
Actually sa kuan sa from the day nga naka-conscious na bitaw kasi myself, ay ako naka-discover na ay lahi di ay marag ka ng kaya nga po pananaw sa ako sa laing tao. Like, for example, kanabitaw, kana kay ang sa family, kuan ko, sa dulo ka may isang center ko, din ako lang lucky. So, ana po akong parents nga, kuan na siya ka lang, marag na-impact sa imong environment. Ano siya, so, ito nga time, marag nakakuan ako nga, ay marag lahi ko sa mga laing lucky. Yeah.
Na-discover na ko akong self, ay akong gender ko at kay elementary, maraga start ko siya nga narealize ako kay Margie ay 6 years old ko.
So when I was in grade 3.
When I was in elementary maguro, grade 2, kay na-discover din ako nga dinitsig ko ka na pareha sa mga lalaki na kay when I was in grade 1 kay mga lalaki mga friends dayon when I was in grade 2 marang naka-realize ko nga hindi ko comfortable sa kinabuhat na mag-belong dito ako sa mga ginabuhat sa boys, so dito ko naka-realize na I'm unique and I'm special.
I discovered that I was gay when I was still young. There was no time that I felt na I have the heart of a boy, because ever since 2 years old or 3 years old, na-feel din ako nga there's something in me.
Bali, yun sa po, reaction sa mga parents sa mga nakabalo sila anak.
Actually, as the normal sa family kay ang papa mo ang first nga marag dili siya kadawat. Like, na-dili process bitaw. So, but karon okay na.
Okay.
Yeah, brad.
So,
Ang iladjong ko ang first nga reaction is wala din sila ganay sa ko like marag dili bitaw ko nila support, dili sila supportive, then marag nalain
pero karon okay na sila.
marag dili job.
They've accepted me or not, because I felt na they're neutral. We never talk about it. They never consult me about it. They never ask me. So I guess it's a given fact that they know, that they knew that ngani anak ko, and maybe they accepted me already.
At first, bali sa elementary pa ko, grade 3, pero kung nila ako ito, some things ako pero hindi na ako nakabalo na dito nga play ako genderies pagka second year na dayo. Dito na ako nakabalo, pero sa grade 3, kay mga babae na hindi lang yung mga friends ato, ito na rin nagsundo. So, elementary, hindi pwede ko access sa kong papayan na ako sa akong family na accept ra ko pag getting to grade school.
So for akong parents mo kay supportive magud sila sa ko pero siguro ko na makita na walay verbal na hingo sa baba through action, pero nakita na nila, so walay discrimination ito sa akong family. Siguro sa ko ang pag-grow kay naay support ko ang hitabo, then walay kasoko, walay pangsabak ko lahat na para sa ibang mga LGBT. That's why I'm so glad and grateful na inuna na akong parents.
Third question is, naka-experience of kag-discrimination? Sa po yung effect nato sa mo?
For me, the definition of discrimination is being given the fact nga you're treated unequally. Pero for me, I never felt discrimination. It's because as a person, there is a psychological dilemma. Pero dili siya sa ingon nga na-feel ako nga di-discriminate ko. It's because as an individual, I perform in the society properly, I function properly, so therefore I gained respect. They've respected me as much as I respect myself.
Actually, sa LGBT member kay murag naa naman dyan siya. Kaya kanang ang discrimination kay if LGBT ka kay murag legit na siya mawala bito ang sa amon kay sa amon magud kay as a LGBT member kay murag we want to express ourselves anak bitaw din, so sa ako apod daghan ko nga discrimination dyan, but none of them nga nagkuhan ka na kanang wala naka-affect ko sa ako kay kung ano ka nang strong ako personality nga dili ko mapa-affect kay wala mas la kay lapot na ako.
Oh yes, especially sa kong family ang verbal jud nga abuse nga usually always sila gina-impose nga dili jud ako magbinayo din marag to the point bitaw mo marag mabot na jud na siya nga much better kanang nakaingon sila nga much better lagi daw nga ako kay kanang either maggunit bitaw og kanang pusil ko di magpatay kaysa sa maggunit ko og kanang sudlay nga mag-parlor na din mo na yung
Ang discrimination is po ay sa garang good mag-discriminate sa mga LGBTs like mga tambay, so na-play bully as well, tas po ay kanang siya na naka-encounter ko discrimination pag nakakanang ikaw isa, like nasa sa group, tas ikaw ilang maitingan, inanak ka, inanik ka.
Siguro discrimination kaya dito na siya malikayan even you need to belong sa LGBT as long as we're human, we're not perfect. So siguro ang discrimination is sa tanan na siya. So ako as a member sa LGBT, wala ko na siya nalikayan paghitabo sa akong life. One, as a person and as a member of LGBT, mas tayo mo strong kay ako nga tao is palaban mo ko rin when I encounter that kind of panghitabo sa life kay mas dili ako iala ko self nga mo paubos mas mahimo kong mas determined ako sa buhaton who are they para i-judge ko and who are they to stop my kuan kanang pagkatao so laban na.
Question number 4, last question. In favor ba ka sa Sogie bill na mahimong law to stop discrimination?
No.
And equality?
No, definitely no. It's because I think they propose that first. I don't disagree na they propose that the gender must be identified when an individual mag-18 pa, because scientifically or biologically a person can be identified in only one way. It's for kanang ma-identify lang mo siya through his or her genitals. Kung nakay male genital, then you are a male. Kung nakay female genital, then you are a female. There's no other way to define na yung gender is ay ako nimo ma-feel inig-18 na ka. So it's very inhuman and I don't think it's right. And next, it's because unsa pa may equality nga ilang gipangita. They have been already accepted by the society. What more they are asking for? It's because it's not the political dilemma, it's not a social dilemma, but it's a psychological factor nga kailangan nilang i-change sa tao para ma-treat sila equally. Okay, unsa may naa o magpass og bill nga suguon ang mga tao na kanang i-treat sila as kuan equal and you cannot force someone, you cannot dictate someone which is passing that bill. So ang himuon na is that you yourself, you will perform yourself righteously in the society para ma-accept ka nila and they will treat you equally. That's all.
Actually, sa ko kay na siya both positive and negative na kuan na yung pakay. Asa ko ang ginagawa, medyo ako kanang asa student lang po kay kuan ka lang na agree ko but at some point kay kuan naman times nga ganami mag-express ang self kinahanglan big ang privacy so paano ang good ka nang sa kuan na siya both positive and negative ka nara po na siya sa pagsabot sa tao nara po na siya sa pagsabot sa as an LGBTQ so sa kuan kay agree ra po
for me marag sa mga makastop siya pero discrimination dyan din marag very conjunct siya, problematic din siya may issue. So yes, marag dako siya nga tapang somehow na maka-prevent sa discrimination.
For me, I am LGBTQ pero I'm in favor in Sogie. Okay? Di na magita kinanglan o kuan approval or acceptance from others. So I mean from our society kay first and foremost manggod na pinakaligot na acceptance sa mga family. So kana mo gud siya nga rights is kuan gina-fight na siya pero namugod siya yung rights good nga mas una pang important may una kay pinaka the best magud nga rights sa equality.
I disagree in Sogie bill, although it entails the anti-discriminatory for all sexual orientation, but it is against the morality where lies the sacred marriage principle as well as the tolerance of immorality. We can be fair in the right way, for that we can assure it's our dignity over ignorance.
Para sa kuha kay siguro yes kay way back before kay when I was in mga elementary days kay ako mo nga pagka-gay is ka nang kasi bayot jud kayo ma-make up dalalan. Kung musulod kong CR kay murag tag awkward kung musulod ko sa panlalaki kay murag di naman sa nga kung judge ang mga lalaki kanang sa akong part is paulaw ko as a gay kay basin sa ilagan silang mind. So kung ako'y pumunta ko siguro okay na sa ko ang ipasa ang pagmamagyo.
So, kung may pasa sa Sogie, mas mas dapat sa discrimination sa mga LGBT.
Siguro di siya mas-stop, makuan lang siya, mabawasan. Kay wala man siguro yung halong sa banang ngalo ang ipasa. As long as ang attitude o ang karakter doon sa tao is naas na yung mga mo-judge or mo-discriminate sa tao, di na mawala. Siguro kung makasar siya or makasar siya, balisan lang ang problem sa LGBT.
I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the pain sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. That's what we belong. I won't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we are going on. When the sharpest blade wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown the mind. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look at the tear I run, and the marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown the mind. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.